My name is Laura Perry Smaltz, and I'm from Bartlesville, Oklahoma. I currently live in Mustang, Oklahoma, and I'm a detransitioner. I was called tomboy, and I was told I was too rough, and I was too this or that. And I didn't play the same way with the girls, and so I think it was very traumatic to me. I'd never even heard the word transgender. This is back in 2007, but that concept was really not even on my radar. But I was thinking about it so much, thinking about becoming a man, that I started looking it up on Google, and I was just shocked when thousands of results came up. I wasn't interested in the truth, I was interested in getting out of my pain. And in my mind, the problem was that women didn't have any value. As a woman, I would never have the worth and value that I longed for. You know, and initially I went through kind of a honeymoon phase where everything was amazing and there's so much to look forward to. And I really believed this was going to solve all my problems. But then with each step, it still wasn't, the dysphoria wasn't going away and it wasn't making it real. And I remember thinking, like, at what point does this become real? Because I thought it would be more real by now. And everybody around me began to believe it. I had a new job where I was only known as male. No one knew I was trans. And I thought that would bring freedom. But actually that began to torment me because now I had to hide everything. Everybody around me believed I was a male. I had to reinvent my entire life. And I remember one night, I kind of threw myself on the floor. I was so desperate for God. I was like, God, I want everything you have for me. What do you want from me? And God asked me a question. He said, if you stood before me tonight, what name would I call? I said, God, that's not fair. I had heard the Lord calling me Laura in my prayers, and I didn't like it. I wanted to just erase that and move on. But the Lord reminded me of John chapter 1, where it says Jesus Christ himself is the creator. And he said, you can't claim to love me and yet reject my creation. And I thought God was saying, you're not good enough. You've screwed this up. But that's not what he was saying at all. He said, in the most loving voice I've ever heard, I remember the way he spoke to me with such gentleness. And he said, let me tell you who you are. And I remember feeling like there was something greater that God had for me, something greater I'd been created for.